dovetail in with Elliott Wave so nicely, right? They're strengths and weaknesses to each. However, when you use them together, boy, do you have a powerful combo, and that's very much on the tip of my tongue because that's the entire belt that I've been working on for many months now. And putting one of those up together from scratch it's time intensive. That's the thing about it. It's not that it's so hard. It just takes a lot of time. Okay, guys, how we doing? Everything is good. 100% on the laptop. Yep, good. 50%. Oh shit. I can't make that. I've got everything maxed. See, this is. I'm gonna have to do a test for these guys. Okay, let's get to the point. So let me get. We'll just do the best we can here, and it'll be better next week because we'll have time to fuss with it. I got the mic as close as I can. I know what I can do next week. I'll change mics. Okay, so let me get rid of the fucking disclaimer. Disclaim me. Okay, so that's one of them. Okay, so I got to feel. Sorry, guys. I swear to God, we're going to sort this out. Okay, so I have a couple of challenges here. Now, this is if I go. Wait, I want that out. Is that any better? Anybody got anything there? Window, that's video capture. Anything better? Right? Is the sound any better? I can see it right there. Say no sound. Jesus Christ. Okay, hang on. I've got everything maxed as high as it can go. So this is just this is what happens when your hardware system. Oh God damn it, guys. Okay, sound is back. Okay, so let's just get something that works. Okay, so there we go. All right, you're good now. Okay, fucking Christ, I swear to God. I swear, it makes me feel like I'm such just a dinosaur. Like it seems like everybody can do this without any problem. Every time I try and do it, I got nothing but problems. Okay, so that has to. Okay, hang on, guys. Hang on now. Okay, now we got a feedback loop. It's a very real possibility, guys. We're gonna have to bail on this, and I'll just do them in a recorded because. Okay, so there we go. So you guys should be seeing a blank optimism chart. That's what I think we've got here. All right, so maybe we can move forward here. So if you have sound, I can hear you. Okay, guys. Jesus, this is embarrassing, is what it is. All right. Okay, so this is per request. Are we okay, guys? We good? We good? Miguel, you can hear me? You're good now? All right, you guys are seeing optimism. I can't, I'm reluctant to bring up his chart. Let's see if I do this. Do you guys see that? I won't know because of the lag. You may not. Oh, shit, God, this is frustrating. I'm thinking you're not going to see that. Okay, so let's just try and get into it here. Fuck, I probably lost 90% of the people like, oh, that Trade Devil's got to do on a live stream. Well, clearly he doesn't have his shit together. And do the best we can. Okay, so let's, so he gave me a count. I don't, fuck. You know, the other thing I did trying to be, you know, well, let's use this is I went to the desktop version with this new monitor and I thought, oh, that'll be better. Any change is a change. Okay, so let's just get into it. Okay, so we got a 1, 2, right? Are we done here? Okay, let's just throw a 3 up here, right? 4, 5, right? So I'm so sorry. Who gave me this? Oh, this is oh fuck, I can't even remember who gave me this. One of you guys. Oh, this is Daniel. I think gave me Optimism. Okay, so I'm doing these a little bit out of order. Okay, so Daniel, who posted a number of things, I appreciate that. Okay, are we good? All right, I think we may be good. I think I'm seeing, you guys are seeing what I'm looking at. Okay, guys. All right. Fuck. All right, we'll get there. All right, so okay, this isn't too hard. is it, right? I mean, this is, right, little liquidity grab, right? Oh, are they going to keep going? Well, it's a change of character, right? Yeah, I think one thing I do notice, right, and I have, had to deal with this putting this course together, which is the crux of the course is how do you combine Elliott Wave with market structure. And there's a real tendency for people to get a bit caught up in like, oh fuck yeah, oh is it a change of character or is it a break of structure? Well, a change of character is a break of structure, right? So here it almost doesn't matter what you call that, right? It's a change. We've been doing lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Lower doesn't happen, right? So I get a failure swing. So this, just to keep it consistent, right? So this high has a job, just like this one had a job to produce a lower low, to produce a lower low. It fails to do its job, right? So we have a weak low here. Now this, with the break here, becomes the strong, right? So we can come here and say, all right, we have this range now. This is the weak, this is the strong. Well, now you don't know this is strong and this is weak until we get that break. So we go all the way up here. Okay, so we could say, okay, well, there's another break. Another break, right? Another break, right? So just break, retrace, right? It's funny. People get so tangled up over market structure, and it's so fucking simple, right? What's the foundation of it, right? And this is again, I know this is all very fresh in my head, but the foundation of it is and the reason I think this is such a powerful course is because it reinforces everything we've been teaching for 5 years. You do not want to be a breakout trader under any condition, ever. Right now, I think I've reached full saturation with that point because of all the comments I got on last week's Friday video. I finally think I hit the point where people are like, okay, enough with the breakout stuff, right? Okay, we got you on that. All right, so it's break, retrace, break, retrace, break, retrace, right? That is the foundational core concept of market structure. Well, now, how would that apply to Elliott Wave? 1, retrace. Oh, 1 of 3, retrace. Oh, 1 of 3 of 3, retrace, right? It's just the same concept, but it does such a nice job. It does the work for me. So I can quit saying, don't buy the breakout, because we can just use the market structure and say, well, after the breakout, after the break of structure, let's say it that way, what are we anticipating? Where's the opportunity? Not in chasing the breakout, it's waiting for the retrace. Well, and think of it this way, right? So we all know that the market is 95% algorithmic driven, right? Software doing this trading, right? There's not, John Thomas at, I was using your handle, George. What is it? John Howard. It's not John Howard at Goldman Sachs saying, oh, well, let's sell 200 units there. Or fuck, in this case, right? Just we'd be selling Optimism. That's not what's happening here, right? This is all algo driven, right? There is most of the traders are out of it now. If anything, they're monitoring, right? So it's all about the quants, the algos, right? How are they moving? Well, what's the one ingredient that they have to have? And that's they got to have liquidity, right? It's a zero sum. So if they want to buy $1 million worth of Optimism, well, they can't do that just at one. Well, maybe they could with Optimism, but if they wanted to buy 10 million, they can't do it at one stop in one shot. They'll disrupt the fuck out of the market. So what they have to do is they have to layer in, which means they need to. The reason they need to pull back for the retracement is to grab more liquidity. They need to, if they're going to take it higher, well, they need sell stops. They need to grab the people under these pivots. They need to grab those stops, right? It's a constant battle for liquidity. Now here I'm on a daily, right? You see a couple here that, well, they didn't quite get there. Maybe the liquidity was here. So this is a pretty strong rip here because we see this. You can almost look at it this way, right? Again, I'm going to jump around here. What the hell? So this is in completely unmitigated territory here, right? It's just a retrace here. So this is juicy, right? Now, if you look here, right, this also didn't. I mean, they tapped. That's not enough, right? That's just right at the edge of it. So this is liquidity sitting below the market that's available should the market need to come back down. Where else would we find some liquid? Well, we can see some here that was used, right? You can just, right? Those are manufactured lows, right? So the idea is, so what's there? Sell stops, right? Buyers put their stops there. What does the algorithm need to go higher? It needs fuel. What's the fuel? The liquidity of those stops. Don't just go, oh yeah, I got it, right? If you don't understand that completely, you're in for a very rough ride in the markets. If you don't understand what that algorithm is seeking for, I mean, To his credit, and again, this is all very much in the front of my mind because I've been producing this course for ICT. Love him, hate him. A lot of people have mixed opinions about him. Things we can say objectively. He's the most influential technician, educator, trainer of the last 5 years, period. No one even close. Most influential, right? So you've got all of these SMC, ICT traders out there trying to mimic what he's teaching or teach what he's teaching. God, talk about a proliferation of educators. They all teaching the exact same thing. Okay, right, so interesting, right? You could say the same thing for Elliott Wave, right? We're all teaching the same thing, right? A little bit more subjective, I would say, than some of the market structure stuff. But the idea is, this is a sideways digression here, but the point I was trying to make is that what I think truly his contribution to technical analysis is, right? 10 years from now, what will we look back as his great contribution is identifying what the algorithms are doing, right? The algorithms are either rebalancing something, right? They're doing only one of two things, right? And then we can frame their activity in this context. They are either rebalancing something or they're seeking out liquidity. Well, here's an example. You see they've done both. Right, they need the liquidity, and they're rebalancing this displacement here, the fair value gap, right, which is just another name for getting bent over, right? So there was likely sell stops here. When this happens, do they feel a little displacement? Right? It's a gentle way of saying getting ass raped. They're of course, right? They're completely just blown out here, and it's not even close, right? Now this is a daily. Jesus, I'm a little crude today. I probably shouldn't be that crude. Okay, so 1, 2. I got to have a 3 here now. So can I use the Elliott wave tendencies, right, of how the market likes to move? Not because the algorithms are driving it, because of fear and greed, right? Why do people put their stops here? Well, shit, I'm afraid of getting. I don't want to get completely crushed there. Same reason they put a stop here, right? So it's the way they place their stops and when they're greedy and when they're fearful that creates the Elliott wave pattern, right? I can't say I know this with certainty, but my guess is we have very few Elliott wave algorithms that are driving some of this price action. So it tends to be just human nature that creates these Elliott wave structures. Okay, I got what's come before this almost doesn't matter, right? Here's the top. It looks kind of similar, right? Doesn't it? Right, here's the correction. Okay, so okay, A, B, C, right? Simplify it, right? There's no need to. That looks like a 5, right? So that looks like this looks like a W. That looks like a triangle X. So this would be W, X, Y, right? Okay, so here's our low. 1, 2, right? All right. Well, let's just now say, okay, can we combine these two concepts? There's a long-winded wind-up, right? Okay, so here we go. Could that be the 3? Could be, right? There's our common location for it. Well, let's what do I have? But let's go to our EWO. Oh, you guys know I've been using this one, right? So it's the same thing as the other ones. It just adds the squeeze, right? Okay, so let's look at our EWO here with the squeeze. How are we looking over there? Okay, looks like we're good here. I'm checking you guys here. We good? Good. Both sound high from work token team. Okay, got it. Does that look like the 3? Okay, well we can kind of use these indicators here. Right? What are we looking for? Where's the greatest kick? Right? Where's the most momentum? If you took this off here, right, and you just looked at this, what would you deduce? Would you think, oh, 1, 2, oh, sure looks like 3. Right? I mean, that's how we can use this to our advantage. Now, is it always right? Of course not. Nothing is always right. Nothing. 0 things. 1, 2, 3. Right? It could be here, but right? Wouldn't you think if this is 1, 2, maybe that's 1, 2? I mean, it's a pretty good kick for a third. But what do we also start to notice here? In fact, I can just look at that, right? So I can look at this and go, if I try and do a channel here, it's too much, right? But if I go to a regression channel here, it'll split it out for me. Right, so that's a nice way to get the channeling, 2 standard deviations on either side. So I still get my channeling. I'm just using essentially I'm using software to define the ranges of that, and I can't pull it any further because it goes out to as you guys just saw here, it goes out to the last. I can't make it further until the price action takes it further, right? So I have my range here. 1, 2, okay. Well, if this is going to be a 3, it's got to have an impulse in it. That looks like it's complete. So let's just add in a couple of others in here. Okay. That looks like we're done here. And this looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the subdivision here is, oh, sorry. is pretty good. Right, so let's go. Well, it looks like we got a 1, 2 here. So there's 1, 2. Looks like another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So 1, 2. Well, no, I don't think that will fly. So that has to be another 1. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's put that there just for a second, right? We got to put them somewhere, and you're likely going to move those around. All right, but it's a little bit of a, okay, let's see what we can construct here. Like what's here? Oh, let's put that in purple or in blue. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's dig in there a little bit. Get you down here. Okay, what do we see here, right? I could do the same thing, right? Here's the displacement. All right, let's think back to what I would propose to you is ICT's great contribution, right? Identifying what the algorithms are doing, right? They're either seeking liquidity or they're rebalancing something. What are they doing here? They're doing both. Liquidity grabbed, rebalanced, accomplished, right? Maybe, I mean, they didn't get all the way to the low here, but we've got past 50% of that imbalance. Okay, so 1, 2, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Yeah, let's get another one in there. Right, so here's where, now this is, yeah, you have to make your own decision here as to whether or not this is a value add. Because here's what I can tell you, for sure, right? Again, being very deep into studying this whole thing. There are exactly 0 ICT traders marking that as an impulse. Right, now they might call it impulsive, right? That language gets used, in different TA formats here, but if they call it impulsive, they're just calling it a swing, right? They're not breaking it down into a 5 that follows Elliott rule set, right? So, but we can look at this and go, well, that kind of, it could be right here, right? Is this A, B, C? Actually, we might do that. Here. I would probably tweak that a little bit when we go to a smaller time frame here. Jesus, I'm getting tied down here. Okay, so that looks like, just let's call it sideways, right? This is my 2, right? So I get a sideways 2, but I get a pretty good kick out of that. Well, now you'd look here and go, I wonder if that's technical. Wonder, right? Wonder. Would that be technical? Just curious, right? Wouldn't you be curious? I wonder how that's doing. It needs no comment, right? I'd like to think. All right. So not only Jesus. So we're rebalancing here, sweeping the liquidity here, pop golden zone, right? So you can look here and say, wonder. So could this be 2 algorithms? Could this be a liquidity-seeking rebalancing algorithm and our favorite algo kicking in here? Right? I wouldn't suggest otherwise. Okay. So I got a 1, 2, 3. Sure looks like a pretty good 3. Well, let's see if I can do the subdivision here. You might do it this way. I got a nice self-contained 3. One, 2. Let's probably make this one smaller. Oh, that's fine here. So I got 1, 2, 1, 2. That's too many, right? So let's get this one up here. 3, 4, 5, right? So this has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of this 3. So actually, I could simplify it here. 3, 4. Let's do it this way, and we'll just leave the micro out of there, right? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gives me a nice 3. Okay, did we have to do anything outrageous here? Or it's not, that's pretty standard, right? Now, are we using some of the market structure here to help us? Yeah. Why not? Why not? Oh, I'm an Elliott Wave only, man. I'm hardcore Elliott Wave, right? I don't use anything else. Kind of a silly stance to take. Okay, we're still on the daily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we have divergence here? Now, that doesn't mean that we're done here, but sure looks like we might. Now, does that look like we're done, right? Would we be done here? Maybe. Right? It's pretty. Let's go to a 4 and see what that looks like in the subdivision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not the greatest 3. You might be able to squeeze that in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A little skinny on the 3, 4, 5. That might fly, right? I'd leave it there as it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like we're coming down in 5. Oh shit! Here now I've got no way to. Hopefully that might have worked. You guys didn't hear me clear my throat. Okay, so same thing, right? I guess I'm taking a lot of time here, but I like to think you guys are not here just for the setup, time to buy optimism. It's more, hopefully it's the process, because that's what you've got to do the same thing, right? When you open up your charts, right, you're going to go the thought being here, if you were going to use this technical approach, right, you'd use this same process. Okay, I got a 1, 2. Do I have my 3? Well, I have a good contender for the 3. I mean, this is pretty good looking. Oh, let's go to an 8 here. See how this looks. Jesus, it's just almost identical. How would you count that? Right, that's looks like you might get. Well, you could do 1, 2, 3. So there's the 1, there's the 2, 1, 2, 3. Well, that's a shit 5, right? That's 3 all day. So you'd have to be going A, B, C, and so that doesn't fly. Maybe we can get that done. Oh fuck. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like you might be able to get it. This, no, you're stuck with a 3 there. Okay, right. I don't know that it matters here. I was just kind of noticing the similarities of these patterns here is interesting. Okay, so we've got all of this done. We've got a good Elliott count here. We know we're in an uptrend. Well, it's not too hard to decide that. Look here. So I got 1, 2, 3. Right, it's the highest. 4, 5 with divergence. Right. Like right out of the, if you were going to use Elliott Wave with an oscillator here, this is exactly what the impulse should look like. Exactly. Okay. What are we looking for next? What's unmitigated down here? Again, okay, well let's not call them magic boxes. There would be a reason. There would be a reason why they would pivot down here. Right, untapped, right? Maybe not partially mitigated, right? We got to acknowledge that, but maybe not enough. How about now? Okay, jeez. All right, okay. How about this? All right, for the 4. We're coming deeper, right? We don't like the 4 this deep, right? Is it possible? Yes, but that's not where you want the 4, right? We really want the 4 right here, but we don't quite have it. So let's go to a 2. What do I got there? I got a 5. 1, 2, 3. No, looks like maybe. That's a good 5, right? So I feel good about that 3. Ah, damn it. Artifact. So all we're after here, and now we don't know that it's going to do this. We don't know that, right? Of course, nobody knows where it's going, but wouldn't that be a reasonable? Oh shit! What have I got over here? Well, not much, right? Wouldn't this be a reasonable? Okay, if I do this, I'm interested in that. Now, one thing to note here. Oh shit! Let's go to a 4 here. Is the amount of time of the 2, right? So this was kind of a loopy. I would not call that sharp. I think we just did this, right? We know it was technical. That was Well, actually, it doesn't matter, right? Okay, so we've got kind of a sideways. It's we're definitely not sharp. If we're doing this, that would be sharp, right? So nice contrast here. Now, what's missing, right? What have we we're not done? Right, let's get these on. Oh, lo and behold, look where that comes. Just lo and behold. Now, do I know it's coming there? No, right? It's just, but the geometry. Why would you? Right, so I mean, if you're going to apply Elliott Wave, if we think we have an impulse, well, there better be a channel on your chart, right? Or you're not taking advantage of one of the key components of it, right? We've got to look for that geometry. I get this nice sideways. I get this nice sideways accumulation zone down here. Looking for something sharp here, right? Market is under no obligation to do that, but that's what it tends to do. So if I come down here and I'm into this little, I've got, remember, what's it doing? Seeking liquidity or rebalancing. Well, here's liquidity and rebalancing. If we're going to come down here, I'm interested. Does that mean I'm going to sit here with a limit order? Definitely not. That means if it comes down there, I'm looking for evidence. Okay, well, you know, perhaps we get the kind of pattern we would look for, which would be a sweep of the low, a sweep of the high, right? And then we come back here, and that's the, right, that would be the ideal. Maybe you start out in a diag. But this is the pattern, right, that you're looking for. Right, this would be, oh shit, here, I'm going to kind of add it in there. Right, let's sweep this low. So if we're going to come down, we're going to sweep this low. Now we're going to come back here, right? We would look for some sort of change of character in here, something which would maybe be the one, or the one of the one. Maybe we got, now we want to come, when that comes back, right, heads up, right? Because there's potentially, oh shit, if I can draw a square here, there's demand right there. Right? That's the zone, right? That's what we're looking for, right? That's how the algo will see it. Sweep, sweep, right? Can I get these people thinking, oh, we're going down, right? Just enough to get them to going up, and getting these people thinking, oh, we're going up, right? It's constant misdirection, right? That's what they're trying to do. That's how they pick your pockets every day. Oh, it's going down. Oh, I better short it. Oh, no, it's going up. Oh, well, let me reverse that. It's going up. Oh, shit, it's going back down again. I better reverse it again, right? And then you're out of money, and then where does it end up? And you were right all along. Right, if you don't know that that's what they're trying to do to you, you need to, right? Do a little more study. That's what's happening to you if you've ever been in one of those zones where you're like, oh shit, they're going short. Oh, and that, you know, and then that can often lead to revenge trading. Motherfuckers, okay, we're going long. Oh, so you triple it, you triple your size here. God, are you kidding me? Now they're taking it short. Now you add another 3 more. Now you're just in you're rage trading. Right, guaranteed you're going to blow up. All right, God, I've got a long time on this. Okay, so let me get back over here. I suppose this is partly from this disruption here. Okay, so let me get back to my guys. All right, so I'm going to have to do these since I can't get your charts here. Sorry. This is my Frogger, so let me get his lit. This is an ETF. Oh, fuck me. Lithium ETF. Oh god. Lithium. Oh, fuck me. What's this called? Lithium. Is this it? Lithium ETF. Can I get that ETF? What is your? Hang on a sec, guys. Let me see what his. If there's a. LIT, it's just LIT, so it's got to be this one. Okay, so there we go. All right, so it's got to be that one, and he's giving it to me on a weekly. All right, I promise you guys we will get this sorted out before next week. This is just a random thing that my monitor died. Okay, looks like you guys can see this. All right. Okay, so okay, now here's the point of all of this. 2 totally different assets. Disconnected as disconnected as they could be fundamentally. Do we care? No. Would we approach it any differently? Oh shit, that's a crypto you're talking about. Well, we're going to an ETF. We got to change it up. No. Does the market move any differently? Do the algos work any differently? No. Can we identify? Oh, sorry. Where the failure swing, right? Oh, break. Okay, right. So it's good. Just kind of to make the point, right? Swing, retrace. gives me a new low, right? So this has done its job, right? So then this has done its job. All right, so here's the high that produced the low, right? So not to be obnoxious with this, but break of structure, we don't sell there, we wait for the retrace, right? This is the high. This is the high that does its job, right? So we get another strong low, right? It does its job. Right now, right? Doesn't matter. I swear to God, people are just way too caught up in this. It's a break of market structure. It's a market structure shift. Think of it that way. Where do we go? Right? Where if you were looking at that, where would you anticipate the supply was? Maybe some volume there. Maybe the last little unmitigated little order block, right? A little upswing before the down. I can't make that up. Okay, so we come down here. So this, oh, wait a second. I got to change your character, but I don't take out the big high, right? I don't get a true break of structure, right? Until right here. Then I get the break of structure. Oh, all right. Boss up, right? I get a break of structure here. This would have been a change of character, right? So that's the sequencing here. If you want to add the, you want to keep trying to stay with the market structure terminology here. Oh, something changed, but I didn't get a major break. Oh, now I got a break. All right. Oh God, see, I should have taken that breakout. I knew I should have. Eventually, we get a retrace right to the 38. Let's. Well, how would you label this, right? I mean, this isn't rocket science. Would you not do that? Would you not do that? Now, well, hang on now. So I'll put them there for a second. Now, what's your hesitation? Oh, wait a minute. Look at the length of time of that 4 to that 2. Is there another way to look at that? Well, just looking at it, would you then in turn think, oh, 3, 4? Would that be your thought? It would play better with regards to the length of time. But we don't want to go below the 40, or excuse me, below the 50 here. Right, so more likely the 2. So right, here's an example where, okay, that's not really what I wanted, but that's what I'm stuck with, right? This is what the market gives me. Right? You can't, right? Don't let, they say, this pursuit of perfection. Oh, Jesus, now I'm forgetting this quote here. I was going to be the enemy of the good, something along those lines. 1, 2, right? Failure swing, right? This is the important piece right here. We do not get a new low here, right? It's all teed up for it. So, okay, shit, right? How does it look on the daily? Maybe a little better. Maybe you do it this way. A, B, C. That's probably a little bit better. Oh, look how nice, right? So when I start to subdivide this, again, total number of ICT traders that are doing that, 0. All right, now you could say, why? Well, it's not necessary for their technical approach. Okay, so because it's not necessary, you don't see any advantage here? There wouldn't be any advantage in doing that, in defining that channel that way? I would beg to differ, right? Thus, if you could, right? If you could understand Elliott Wave in conjunction with market structure, wouldn't you be ahead of the game? Yeah, you would, right? It's a rhetorical question. All right, where's our friend Al? I'll bet Al is in here, right? Because Al is everywhere. All right, Al, what are you thinking here? Well, let's see. It looks like we got. Looks like that. I have to go with a 5 there. Well, okay. Let's focus on before we come to that. What are we anticipating here? I've gone from the weekly to the daily. If this is the, let's bring you down a hair, right? If that's the start of the 1, 2, and this completes, I suppose what the alternative, right, to accommodate this very long 2, right, and the sharp fall off here, is that this could be 1, 2, 1. That's another alternate, right, which would be a high class problem if you're a bull, but you can't go there. That's too much to assume just yet. Too much, right? Interesting. But now slow down. If we're finished, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if it's complete, things I can't make up. Right, where I almost, the funny thing is about this is that I never look at, well, sometimes I bring them up just to make sure the chart comes up, everything's fine, right? As you saw me struggle with it. I don't know that that's there until I do that, right? So I discover them in real time right along with you guys. You think that's coincidence? Really? All right, maybe it is. I would beg to differ. This looks like I got some sort of combo here. So here's a triangle in there. You might be able to get a diag into that. There's not really an, unless you put the E right there, there's not a great E in that. Let's go to an 8 hour here. Oh, where's PK when you need him? Okay, so that's, well, it's either A, B, C. That might play better as a combo. You know, again, a little bit. I'm a little bit like, oh fuck, it doesn't matter, right? X. I want to do a triangle here. Let's just do that here, right? I'm not sure how much it really matters. Okay, so where am I, right? I'm in a low volume node, right? So one of two things are going to happen here, right? Which we can say. So this is actually interesting that we arrive here on the 8 hour. So if any chart, I don't care what it is, if you're bringing this up here, oh, let's see, I'm going to put this. See how this is, it's too many little squiggles here? So I'm going to change that and go to a 1070, just so I can get a bigger picture of it. And really all you're doing is doubling this so we can get a better look at it in that context. Okay, so 3, 5 of 3, 4, right? So I've got the, you know, well, if you had just this, isn't that how you might think, oh, well, shit, okay, 1, 2, well, look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Oh, all this correction. The indicators are there to be a tool, right? And it's just like, oh, but you'll note here, I always go there last, because I don't want this influencing me. I want to go here and say, okay, based on what I've just laid, based on what I've just laid out, does the indicator support that? Oh, look at that. Oh, it's perfect. Shit. Hang on. Hope you didn't get hit there. Okay, so as we look down here, okay, that's a pretty good drop, right? So very bearish. And liquidity's already been swept. So, okay, we can look at this and say, okay, well, that liquidity was swept. This liquidity has been swept, right? Sweep. So if you're a bull, right, we're literally in the middle of the golden zone, right? So if you're in the bull camp, well, we need to have a pullback. Well, you could make a case you might have a little bit of a pullback right here, right? So this could be, let's just use liquidity here. So okay, so here's the only pullback I get in that whole thing right here on an 8 hour. It might be a little more on a 4, but there's that would confirm the swing, right? We got to take out the pullback to confirm the low. So right now there's nothing to confirm that the low is in, right? All I can see here is, oh, well, they swept that liquidity, but it looks like it opened there. Okay, so for anyone to be thinking bullish, right? First we got to clear that out, right? First we got to sweep that so we know we have a low. Right? Otherwise, right, this is all just one sweep, but no telling how far that goes. So if I can get here, oh, now what does that do? That confirms for me that I have a low here. Right? Until then, don't try and pick that turn. I don't care where it is. Don't pick it until okay, well, I got to retrace. Right? Now you could wait, right? If you're looking for something you want to stay in for a little bit longer, you might wait for a bigger, right? Let's get a change of character. What would that set up, right? Well, oh, maybe I'll get this, right? So now we come back, maybe if I can come back down to 3. Again, this is all just, okay, well, you might as well have a wish list. Oh, maybe I can get that. Sweep. Oh, come down into 3. 1, 2. Boom. Nice area for this to happen. All of this volume, right? A lot of trading going on here. A lot of trading. See, when I can get all of this together, and again, I don't have a low here. But boy, I'm itching. I'm looking. So you say, well, oh, but if you don't buy it here, you're going to miss that move. Oh, Oh, yeah, that's right. I gladly miss that move to get a little bit more confirmation in the signal I'm looking for. 1, 2, 3. All right, I don't. Right, so why would you be thinking long here? It's the golden zone, right? That's the first thing you'd think. But is the market structure here, or is the swing structure here? Is there anything bullish here? Zero. Right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Right? You got to have some evidence that, oh, perhaps this order flow is starting to turn around. Right? Location is why you're looking, but we don't. Oh, it's in there. We buy it. You know, I mean, you could put a stop into the 65. It would be very low risk, but you got to be prepared to take that 2, 3, 4 times. And why? I just come back to why. Why pay and pick the turn? What are you going to leave on the table here? 12 cents? Not worth it. Not worth the risk. Okay, did I get everybody there? Isn't that log scale? All right. Okay. So now I got. Let me keep moving here. This is. Now I looked at this one yesterday with him. Shit. Where's that gonna go? Where did that go? Is that his? Nope. That's we can get rid of that one. Where are you guys? You guys are still over here. So this is. Oh fuck me. Hang on a second. I can't see it. Oh, this is MATIC. Okay, I got this one. Okay, so let's go to MATIC. And what are you on here? This he's getting. This is odd. He's the time says 4 standard. I've never seen that you could do that. What he shit. I wish I could post it to you guys. But members, you can see that. And how do I say that? Kernatorx. This shows me it's 4 standard deviations. I don't get how he's doing that. But he's on BitGet, right? So he must not be in the States. Oh, fuck me here. BitGet USDT. BitGet. I'm going to do spot here. He's given me perpetual, but let's do spot here. And I unless I'm very short-term trading, I almost always trade spot, right? Because if I'm getting into something here on a 4-hour, I don't want to use leverage. That's just me personally, right? I don't use leverage on longer-term stuff unless I'm very short-term trading. Okay, MATIC. Now. This is his count. So this is a teachable moment for Kernatorx. This is how he's labeled it here. So let me just do it for you guys. Where is he putting it here? He's putting it here, and he wants to do this. Where's his 4? His 4 is here, and his 5 is here. And I had a little exchange with him last night, and I said, "Well, tell me how you're labeling the 5th, right? Because I'm curious to see how he's turning that into a 5." And okay, you could probably do it. Right? Right. We don't swing here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, right? Maybe, right? So he wrote me back. He said, "Okay, well, see, I'm seeing this whole thing as a diag." Okay, so I'm going to assume that some of you more experienced traders, right, can see the first issue there. Now, there are some things in Elliott Wave where you've heard me say this for 5 years. I am not a purist, right? I'll let things slide. I'm not so tied to the rules and guidelines here that if I see something here that I disagree with, I'm not going to go, well, it can't possibly be that because it didn't do this. But here, this is a bit of a stretch. So his comment was that this is a diag, right? He's doing it in a series of ABC, and this being ABC, right? So, right, Kernatorx, this is one that would be a stretch, right, to call this a leading diag. That being 3, 5, because the 4, right, would have to overlap the 1, right? So that's kind of a conditional piece of a diag, right? So again, not that it could be you're learning these, right? But for a diag, to call it a diag, we'd have to have a deeper here. Now this maybe. I mean, it's ugly, but you could call that a diag. But we couldn't call this the diag, right? We couldn't call that a diag. Now, okay, but let's just look at it here. And so, okay, what are our choices here? What if it's not a diag, right? Can we call it a 5th? Boy, that's a tight little range down there. I think one thing you'd have to consider here is this. Well, let's just take a look here. Did this break? Yes, that has broken, right? So we have to start here. I would start it right here because this is 3, 3, 3. So here's the first little push I get into a 1. Now this is 1, 2. So you could fuck me here. Come here. Let's get in log scale. We'll pop this up a little bit. So you could maybe 1. It's a little bit of a stretch, but 1, 2. Okay. Probably you're okay with a 3 there, right? Impulsive. All right. So let's consider that and keep them at the same degree. Okay, does it overlap the 1? No, right? So, all right, there. Okay, maybe I can swing out of that with a diag, or excuse me, with an impulse. Okay, can I do that? Now, I'm not saying. Right, I'm just putting puzzle pieces on the board. Okay, does that work? Yeah, it's all a little tricky down here at the low, right? Would you want to do this? Shit, I may not be able to get away with it. I mean, you want to go 1, 2? It's iffy, right? It's iffy, right? So it leaves you a little bit like, oh, fuck, right? Am I stuck with that, right? Do I have to go 1, 2? Well, first place, does that look like a 5? So as I sit here looking at it, I'm pushing off, right? I'm not liking that, right? It's too close. Now this is me, right? I'm not saying my count, my approach is the right count. It's an approach here. This is how I would do it, for what that's worth, right? So I would start to think, okay, this is all, we're just bottoming here. So eventually, when we start out of here, I'm going to wait. And I might just call that a 1. Now, I'm doing this on the fly, right? So it's not like I've thought this through. This is what I do here. Okay, maybe this is 3, 4, 5, right? I'm assuming you guys go through this same thing on a regular basis. Okay, 1, 2 maybe? Starting here, right? So here's the kick, right? Here's the displacement that leads to the change of character, right here, right? So we get the change of character. We know something's changed. Right? Low, 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 low. Oh, something changed. And then I get, I wouldn't have, this is not relevant because this is the last swing low, but it doesn't produce a new low, right? So this actually would be the break of structure, right? Do you see why? Because this gives me a new low. This does not give me a new low. This is the low, right? If I bring this all the way down here, right? We don't get a new low here. So it's all just kind of, again, I would just look at it as accumulation. Now, here's the kick. That's shallow. I know that's shallow. Maybe I have to do this. Right? This is, again, welcome to TA, right? And welcome to the puzzle. Okay, can I solve the puzzle there? Well, let's do it that way. Oh, fuck, I forgot I'm in log. That's one thing that kills a regression channel is in your log. Okay, so I get it completed. I get something that completes here. Well, oh, nice. Look at my channeling. Oh, it's all break of structure, change of character. Oh, perfect, right? Where does the 4 go? Oh, this is starting to look better and better. Oh, the 4. Oh, let's get my 4 in there. Where's my wave 4? Oh, look, where's the highest probability for a wave 4? Between 23 and 38. Oh, look at that. Lo and behold, right? Where does that go? I like this now. So dealing with, okay, right, quit looking for perfect, Elliott. Stop now. You don't need perfect, Elliott. I got an impulse, right? So, okay, could I make this fly here? Oh, well, do I have any divergence? You know, I got plenty of divergence here. Now, I've got another kick here. Okay, if this is 1, is this going to be 2? Would that be 2? Doesn't even make the fit. Well, pardon me, it does make the 50, and I'm in arithmetic. Okay, so let's, again, there's no, I didn't prep for this. Oh, I wonder if the algo's involved. I wonder if the algo's in here. I wonder, right, would they be in here? It's an asset that trades. Yeah, they're going to be in here. Okay, what are we doing here? Now, what's the algorithm doing here, right? So it's leaving this one here, right? Interesting, right? So this guy is getting left unswept, right? Surprising, right? So this is kind of a good example of, don't assume if they get close to it, oh, well, of course they're definitely going to get it. Of course they're definitely going to get it. Here's the you call this the order block, right? They got, all right, the last little, if I zoom in there, The last little swing down before the displacement and the push higher. All right, so I got a little order block in here. Boom, 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 boom. Right. So what's the theory here? Right, that this is orders are being refilled here. Unfilled limit orders are getting picked up here. Bulls are defending here. Right, that's the assumption, right? It's always the assumption with the algo, right? It starts at the 50, defends here, right? Doesn't flip here. It waits for the next retracement. What does it actually do here? It waits for the next break of structure. Right, that's what it does, right? It doesn't flip there. That would be breakout trading, which of course only the newest of traders do. Okay, so we've got, could this be 1-2? Could this be 1-2? 1-8. Oh fuck, can we get it? Looks like we can, right? So I'd be inclined to do something like this. All right, I got 1, 2, 3. Let's leave it there. Now, do I know this is the count? Of course not. I'd propose it's valid. Now, purists, right? I could have DMs coming at me right now from my Elliott wizard saying no. But I beg to differ, right? I think, and again, this is where you get to express a little of your own intellectual fortitude and your experience, right? So I would just call this we're accumulating, right? Fake, bring back, now we go. So 1-2, right? That's what I would see. That's how I would, if I'm trading this, gun to my head, I would use the lowest low here because that's what the algo will use. So algo doesn't care. Algo's not going to do this. Oh, well, that's an expanded B, right? So we're not going to count that, right? But this, it shows us that the algo is in here. But that's the dominant, right? Dominant low to dominant high, right? That's what the algo is going to use. Swing low, swing high. Let's see. I think I can get some volume on this. All right, so now I don't want all this chop in here, so I'm going to take it from here to here. Okay, where's the value area? What have we been doing here? You see how these things, they all kind of, I know it's always, like, oh fuck man, come on, right? Hindsight. I know, but if you don't see what's happened in the past, you can't make a decision about when you see it next time. Right? So that's the point of going back through this. Well, what does it normally do? Why do I want to draw the value area? Well, oh, is this the breakout I want? Well, okay, right, again, I have been told enough with this, right? Is that a break of structure? Yes, right? That's not hard, right? What do we, after the break of structure, what do we wait for? Retrace. Did we get a retrace? Did it come in a 5? Right, see, again, I come back to the total number of IC traders, they're going to label that as a 5 wave, 0, right? They don't have to. It doesn't make it better. It just makes it less thorough. If you ask me, if you had the skill, why would you not do that? Why would you not do that? Oh, well, what if you're wrong with your Elliott account? Well, fuck, you think every SMC trader is doing nothing but making money? Think again. Right, the odds do not change, right? The percentages do not change. I don't care how much ICT you've studied. The odds of traders making money and losing money, those numbers don't change. It's still 90%. Funny how that works. Right, so wouldn't you want to use all the tools at your disposal, right? If you know that this is, I mean, Elliott Wave's been around for what, 85, 90 years? Oh, it doesn't work anymore, right? It's all lines and boxes and order blocks. All right, so is there a trade here? Fuck, I'm long-winded today. Jesus, what's with me? Is there a trade here? Do you want to trade right at the POC? Do you have any advantage here? Well, okay, if this is ABC and you're done, what would you be thinking here? Oh, maybe I got a 1. Do I have a impulse there? Not great, maybe, right? 1, 2, you're gonna have to do that, but it looks like that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that looks more to me, right? Again, I'm never here to tell you that my count is the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So this looks to me, again, just first blush at it here. This looks like ABC to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got a clear impulse here, and then again, right? Again, how do we Define the impulses, right? We want that channeling. So I got a nice C wave here. Just, again, I do not know, just out of curiosity. If I had the camera on, I'd be giving you that face. Right? I can't make this shit up. Where do we stop? Last little unmitigated zone right here. Right? I didn't quite get it. I'll go stop them, right? It's a piece of software. That is not John Thomas at Goldman Sachs saying time to sell MATIC, right? That's just a piece of software doing that. All right, so we got a squeeze box here. Where is it happening? At the POC, right? So there, my point being here, if you thought you had an edge, it might be off of this pattern here. If this is maybe this is WX, or shit, maybe we're ass backwards. Maybe we're wrong here. Maybe this is 3, 4, 5, right? Again, you got to prepare for all those possibilities. As it sits right here, I'd like that better if that looked like an impulse. It doesn't. It looks like it's a 3. So am I going to have a ABC here into a WXYXZ? Maybe. Here's what I can see. I've got a 5 followed by a 3. Now, if I put that in that larger context, I'm not sure I come to a conclusion where I go, yes, I want to risk money at my conclusion here. I come to, okay, I see a 5. I see a very big, well, fuck, what we call that, a flat. 5, 3, 5. I got a big flat. Maybe that's W. That wouldn't be much of an X, but you know, maybe we're going to have some more complexity here. It's just not good enough. I guess it's a long-winded way of saying, why would you take the trade there? This is heads I buy, tails I sell. Right? As you've heard me say many, many times, you have better odds in Vegas, right? And free drinks and a pretty girl to bring them to you. Why would you take that trade? You have absolutely zero edge, zero. Heads I buy, tails I sell. All right, what else do I got here? Kernatorex. You're making progress, but let's some of those rules. Let's lean into them a little bit more. So hopefully, right? I'm not saying your count is wrong. Shit, I wish I could bring it over here. I'm not saying your count is wrong. I'm just saying if we're going to apply what we're teaching here, you know, perhaps at least this give you an alternate. Give you an alternate. I'm not saying don't buy it when you got it at 70. I'm not saying don't buy it down there. I'm just saying think it through, right? Be absolutely sure, right? And then watch the risk, right? Because that's really all that matters, right? This is the fun part, right? This is the puzzle solve. Where does it matter once you get in the market? How much risk are you going to allow, right, to prove that you're right? Okay, hang on, guys. MATIC. I got 2 MATICs. I got CN Salazar. Oh shit, I think this is the one. I think this is the one that I just absolutely, I could not get a clean count on. And that was XOM. Let me try it. I think that was it. XOM. No, pardon me, that may have been an ETF. There was one of them last week that I'd be damned if I could get clear on it. Okay, let's keep going here. I haven't checked the chat, so I'm kind of hoping that you guys can hear me all right. Oh, fuck, here, let's just go liquidity here. Okay, so where's my chat? Right, okay, there we go. Okay, back, everything seems good. Okay, now, do you want to go 1-2? Right, it's a hard call to make. Technically, okay, it doesn't overlap, right? So it could be 1-2. I find myself often backing into it, right? So if I'm up here, do I fucking care? I'm at 120. Do I care what was happening down here at $30? Not really. Be perfectly honest. It's a failure swing, but it might influence my labeling here. Does this look like a good impulse? That doesn't look like. God, that looks like you'd probably have to do it this way. This looks like A, B, C here. That's what I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, monster B, C. Okay, so all right, I got something to start with there. Okay, let's see how that impacts us. All right. Okay, so I think I still have. What do I still have? I still have 1070 in here. That's fine. Okay, on a daily, and we are not in log scale. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not committed to 1-2, but okay, there it is. Well, okay, what characteristics of a 4? Well, there they are. So if this were 1, 2, 3, 4, well, that's quite a 5, right? But let's label it, right? So a lot of times, all you're doing is you got to put the pieces on the board, and then you look at it and go, "Is that what I like? Is that what I want?" Well, what would your alternative be? Right now, this let's see. This would have to be your 1 right here, right? So that's clearly assuming, right? You're going to work that. So you kind of, well, that actually looks like it does. It's either double or it swept it. It looks like it got by a tick. So flat, running flat. Oh, that's not a running flat. It's just a straight flat. So 3, 3. Again, does it matter? Probably not. But what does matter, right? If this is the 1, this is the B, right? You got to be careful here. Wait, is that the 1? Well, now see, this is where you can get caught a little bit. Oh, if that's the 1, wait a second. That doesn't work, does it, right? So now you're kind of back into this. Oh, well, it better be a B, or it's going to affect my count. Well, if this is 3, 4, right? Let's just go with that, right? On the idea that this is the 1, 2, so it would be here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, how far did it go? It looks pretty shallow, right? Wouldn't that be ideal 4 zone? Yes, it would. Highest probability for a 4, right there. 3, 4. Okay, well, if that's going to be, okay, what are we actually saying this is, right? So at least at this moment in time, we're proposing that it's this. Does that, right? Now let's just look at it for a second. Right? Does that make sense? It's not like that doesn't happen, but it would immediately make me go, God, is that all I've got here? Is there something else? Right? I mean, again, to me, right? If you enjoy the process of solving the puzzle, right? I'm looking at this going, okay, well, there's a candidate. Is there something better there, right? That would improve this? Because at the end of the day, what are we looking for here? Let me, Exxon, shit. Let me get to a weekly here, see how high we are. Right, okay, we got new all-time highs. Right, so looking at that, would you be thinking, boy, I'm really looking for that bear count? Would you? Is that what you'd be thinking? Right, there's the breaker structure. Well, I want to get that. I want to short the fuck out of that. Well, okay, maybe, right? Maybe it's overdone here. Maybe that is a big fifth, right? You can see the subdivision here. Let's go to the daily. That's not rocket science. Oh, okay. Well, if this is the 4, wouldn't I want to come out of that with a 1, 2? Yeah, I would. Oh, that's not a lot of help here. Jesus. Looks like you'd have to do this. Right, so I don't want to be done here, right? So 1, 2, A, B. I don't want to be done here, right? It keeps going. So I have to look at this and rethink that. Let's take you up. Okay, you got to rethink that. So 1, 2, 3. So look here, count your 5s, right? And then you can kind of back into it. That looks like that's good as a candidate here for a 5 to finish it, right? It's an impulse. Oh fuck. Well, if I'm on a daily, right? I can probably wedge that in there. Nice 3 into the 2, right? And here, the little tells along the way as to the strength, right? What's there? Right now, was that it? Right? Was that the little liquidity grab? Probably. This is a daily, right? You see what they did there. Oh, what does the algo need? Needs fuel. Where does it get fuel? Stops are the fuel. Right, that's the liquidity. Okay. Oh, that's a fucker. Okay, so that doesn't really fly as well there. Shit, can I get it in there? Right, so then now you gotta look at it and say, can I get a 1 in there? Maybe I can get a diag. Maybe I can get a diag in there. All right, so this is the sweep. So you got to start from this, right? Certain things, right? We're not gonna. There are very few rules I won't break. Allowing the 2 to go past the start of the 1 is that there is no option to break that, right? That's an unbreakable. Right, we can't do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe, right? That could work. Looks like, right, candidate, right? We're trying to solve the puzzle, right? Do these puzzle pieces work? Does it fit? All right. So how are we gonna define that, right? If we're gonna use our rules and guidelines, okay. How's 2 to 3, right? Good. How's 5 to 3? Right. Better to check it than look like a doofus, right? Oh yeah, okay, good. Or lose money, even worse, right? I'm talking about me looking like a doofus. Okay, right. So I have a candidate, right? Okay, leading diag. Right now, I couldn't see it out here. I couldn't see it there. Maybe I was like, oh, could it? Oh, you know, go to the 4. Okay, we can qualify it. Okay, 1, 2. Oh, A, B, C. Right. Oh, all right. Now I'm back on track here. Now I'm back on track with my 1. All right. Okay. So recheck. ABC, right? Who fucking cares, right? What it is, right? It's 3 all day, right? So boom, off we go. Okay, look how we come off of this. Display. You want to know what displacement looks like? Gap, 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 breakaway gap, right? Anyone shorting is just getting bent over. That's displacement. Right, so all of this, if I put fair value gaps on here, all of these are going to be fair value gaps, right? Who's buying here? That's muscle, right? That's the biffs, right? That's them. That's the only. This is retail can't do that. I promise you that cannot be retail, right? So that's muscle. Okay, can we get a 5 into this 3? Well, again, here's the process, right? This is the sausage making, right? It's not always pretty, and often you can look like, oh God, damn, I risk doing that on a daily basis. Oh my God, you idiot! Of course that can't be. Well, right. So this is what you're kind of doing in the process, right? And I assume this is what many of you are doing before you post your chart. You don't just go. It's what I noticed, right? A lot of people are reluctant to post their work, right? Because they don't want to. They think I'm going to go, oh, you moron! It wouldn't be that, which of course I would never do. Okay, does this work? Oh, okay. I got an impulse here. What is the other ingredient that I want to have in my impulse? Right? I want it all self-contained in one rip. I don't want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't ever want to do that, right? I have much less conviction in it if I'm being forced to do that. Okay, do I have something that works here? Let's take you, let's go, so what do we not used here? Oh, here, we'll use yellow. I usually use that. Okay, something completes here. Something has completed here. What is it? Well, okay. Looks like I'm not done here. So this is kind of fucking me up a little bit. A, B, C. Do I have to do this? I don't think PK would let me get away with that. I don't think so. I don't think I can go A, B, C, D, E as a... I don't think I can. My Elliott Wizards would be all over me for that. I think not. Okay, so I got to do some sort of wacky 4 into that. I can't say I love that. It's a little, okay, again, if it's not perfect, well, if it's not perfect, your choice is either I wait for perfect or you work with what's there, right? Sometimes the market is implying something here. What else is the market implying here, right? It's implying to me that I've got a channel, right? That gives me a good, okay, if I spent 2 hours with it, maybe I could get to, something that flies there, but I'm not really that worried about it here. What do I see up here? Oh, what's an easy way to do this here? We just do it like this. Let's get in there for a second. Can't even see it. Okay, so this is iffy, right? You got to make a judgment call here, right? Is that a break of structure, right? It closes above, right? So technically, yeah, that would be a break of structure, right? But it's certainly there's no. It's you kind of again don't let the pursuit of the perfect invalidate something that's good. I would be inclined to now, right, with hindsight, right? So if you're sitting right here, you're like, oh shit, okay, break of structure looks like retrace, and we're going to go, and then oh no, maybe not, right? So now you would look at that and go, more likely, right? This is just like, well, you can see it happen repeatedly, right? So obviously they're out of gas up here, right? So here's the sweep on this one. Oh, here's the sweep on this one. So after the fact, all right, is this the high? Is this the high? No, fuck. Let's put it over here, right? This looks all like it all could be all part of the correction. What have we got here? Right, we are not progressing the trend, right? So if you were looking for a trade here, well, okay, you could make a case. Oh, well, okay, I'll buy the low, sell the high. right? Do you want to buy that? Well, here's the one thing you absolutely positively, without any question, do not want to do, right? Do I even need to say it? Right, we're not going to sell that, right? That would be selling a breakout. We don't do that, right? Because if you want to get short, oh, okay, I want to get short. This thing's falling, right? I'm going to wait for that. Retrace, right? Okay, let me get back to an 8 here. Jesus, I thought I was going to have the short live stream, and for some reason I can't shut up enough to get through these. Okay, 1, 2. Doesn't really work, does it, right? So now I got to look at this and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait a second, doesn't work. Doesn't work. All right, so now this is a I'm going to go with a fairly good example here of now I'm going to push this here. I'm going to push this here. Why? Because I've got this 5 that finishes up here. All right, so this, I got to account for this. I got to account for it. Right? It's an impulse. Oh, is it? Oh, shit. Yeah, it is. Right? Things that don't happen randomly. Yeah, it is an impulse, right? So now, so I looked at that and go, oh, it doesn't work, right? It doesn't fly, right? So I got to work backwards. Okay, well, if this is corrective, it could be, right? We're going to go higher, but right now as it sits, I got to work backwards from that 5 to this to the 3. Here's my clean impulse. So now what am I thinking? Now, what about this? Well, okay, if this keeps going, right? So this is a good example actually to use, right? This is Elliottician's conundrum, right? So you look at this and go, well, there's my swings, right? There's my 5, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably a little aggressive there. Okay, I've got my 5. Yay, got my 5. Well, if this keeps going, right? If we get another leg out of this, where am I going to go to see if I can resolve that, right? I'm going to come back down here and think, oh, maybe this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And now as I sit here, right, that's actually not a bad count. Let's rethink that, right? So let's come back to this, right? Now this again here, welcome to the sausage, right? Maybe this is what I have to do here. Put you up here, right? See, welcome to the sausage party. Well, that's probably used out of reference there. It's not the sausage party we want to go to. All right, okay, so let's do this. Is that just me revealing my age there? Does that even get used anymore? Sausage party? All guys at the same party? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's a big 3 from this little 1, 2. But you might look at that and say, well, okay, this was all accumulation. Right, cause, right? So Wyckoff, cause, effect. So what has me kind of leaning into this? Well, one, right, I just took you through how, oh, wait a second, right, I got one extra impulse here I got to account for. Well, this is classic 4. Classic 4. Now, it's a little, if this is the 2 down here, and that's my 3, okay, where's the high probability location? Oh, get you out of there. For my 4. Between 23 and 38. Right? What else is right here? Right? Edge of value. From this, right? So we could take this out. Okay, what's unmitigated? Low volume node. Right, we're coming right to the edge of it, right? It's the edge of the cliff, right? That's where they tend to react, right? Because if it falls much further, right, there's nothing to hold it here. We're going to come right to a POC. We're doing that. WXY, A, B, 1, 2, it can't be 2, right, because that's gone higher, so it would have to be X into something like this. Here's a nice unmitigated zone right here, right? So you can see, look, if we haven't tapped into it, so this little section here, right, unmitigated, right? It had nobody has tested it yet. We're just getting into the edge of it. What's the algo doing, right? It's either balancing or rebalancing something or seeking liquidity. Where's the liquidity? Well, I can just put it right up here, right? Where it's being grabbed right now. So if it's going to go higher, there's the fuel to do it. It's not going to do it up here. Who I said I wasn't going to do this, right? Do I even need to comment, right? On either one of these. How did this work out for them? So look here. Break. Okay, so this, I said I wasn't going to dwell on this, but here we go. Let's just, this has to be so ingrained in your mind, you're never going to do it. Break of structure, retrace. Break of structure, retrace. Break of structure. So who's buying there? Not you, right? Only the inexperienced. Only the lonely. Okay, Jesus, I'm so far behind. What is with me today? I got optimism. I got Daniel gave me woo. Okay, what the hell? I don't even know what it is. Woo. What is woo other than, oh, wait a second. That can't be. What are you giving me there? Woo? What the hell? Woo. What is woo? Oh, Jesus, man. What is woo? I can't see your... What is this? This is Woo Network. Okay, maybe that's... oh, Woo Network. Okay, let's go over to KuCoin. Hang on, I gotta... I think he made a shot of cortisol yesterday. Some people say that's not good for you, but the guy swore it was going to fix my allergies. Okay, let's go to a daily here. Woo, who gave me this? This is kind of cool. So he gave me a nice ABC. I like that. This is Daniel, right? Okay. All right. So if you're just looking at this, right? You bring it up. What are we? We're in logs or in arithmetic, right? I always want to mark off my lows. Do liquidity, right? So another way to look at it, right? If we have cause and effect, right? Accumulate, effect. That's why I do these, right? So I do it all the time. You know, again, it's just logical, right? I mean, here's classic Wyckoff automatic rally. So I could call this the spring, barely a spring. Oh, there's two schematics, and they don't both have a spring. Does it matter, right? Okay, 1, 2, right? So, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So we can label this. Oh fuck, here let's do 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Does this really matter? Not really. It's a 3, right? I got a 3. So I got a 5 and I got followed by a 3. It's Elliott, right? Come on, that was for the 1930s, right? This doesn't do 5s and 3s anymore. Come on. Now, you just want to grab a few pivots and say, is it technical? Right? Because what do you look at? Is Al in here? Probably. Right? I mean, he's everywhere, right? So, whoa, hey. Great example, right? So people, when they're first learning how this algorithm works, they think, so it buys there. Oh, it breaks the 65 and it buys there. No, what would that do? Right? We've got a break of structure right here. Break of structure. What do we wait for after a break of structure, right? I'm going to repeat this until you can't not think this. Retrace. Break of structure. Retrace. That's how the markets work. And you can't fight it, right? You got to accept it. If you fight it, you're going to lose nothing. You're going to do nothing but lose all your money. Right? You have to go with, okay, this is how the markets work. All right, so let's get in sync with that. Okay, where's the trend? 5, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That sure looks like that could be another 5. Oh, interesting, right? This is actually the lower low. Right here, right? It doesn't see, these are little tells, right? If they can't, again, that's why you don't want to assume, oh, they're definitely getting that. Careful, right? Oh, they're definitely getting that. Oh, they're definitely getting that, right? Careful of that, right? You don't, assumptions get you into nothing but trouble. Oh, they don't get it. What is that telling me? Holy shit. You mean that obvious liquidity grab, they couldn't get that? Wow. Must be a strong market. Here we can simplify, right? 1. Oh, sure, let's just put it there. Yeah, I got to look deeper, but let's start there. Let's go to a 4, see how we can make sense of that. I don't know that I like that, but let's just see here. Looks all right. WX something along those lines, right? Is it technical? All right, next question, right? Always, is it technical? Is it technical, right? Is it algo driven? Or is it just a random pivot, right? What's the one thing we know? There are no random pivots. There's always a reason. Okay, well, that could be it. POC in the pocket between 50 and the golden zone. Okay, I wouldn't call that not technical. How about the Elliott oscillator? Oh, maybe I can use that Elliott oscillator thing. 1, 2, 3. All right, is that my divergence between 4 and 5? I don't know yet. It's sure looks like it's a candidate for the 3 here. Well, so but I'm just working backwards here. I want this to be the 2. I want this to be done here. Do I need this? I might need that. Let's leave it there for the time being, right? So if we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 3 of this internal 3, 4, 5, because I need that, right? You need the impulse of 3, 4. No, I'm in the wrong degree. Let's do it this way so you can see it. Actually, I'm going to take that down a little bit. Let's get this tighter here. Okay, so let's get the subdivision in there. All right. Do as I say, not as I do if I don't do this. Okay, so let's go minuscule yellow here. Okay, something we can see, right? So I got a good candidate here for the 3. I don't love this here. Well, okay, look at it, right? Does that look like you've had the good impulsive finish that you wanted there? Now, we don't always get what we want, but right now, that okay, maybe, yeah, it looks like that I might have that. So right here at a closer look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looks like I do have it. Okay, so we can back into this, right? So what this is forcing me to do is back into it. Say, oh, well, okay, dumbass, right? There's a 5 right in front of your face. Okay, so now I got to work backwards. So perhaps, so if this is my 5 here at this degree, let's take it up a degree. I might have to add another one. Then I'm going to want to put this 3 here, and I'm going to want to put this 4 here. Some sloppy, again, fuck, who cares, right? Not to, I shouldn't say that to people that are studying this, but fuck. Let's finish this with a 3. Oh, fuck, it's just a, I won't take the time to do it. It's probably, oh, even if this is the 3 up here. 3, 4, 5, no, that would be here. A, B, C, W, X, X, A, B, C. Again, it doesn't really matter, right? So it's going sideways. How do we define a 4, right? It's not progressing the trend, right? And then I come out of here with an impulse. Okay, right? So this would have to go here, and there's going to just be another subdivision in there, which, okay, right? I don't want to get too caught into it. Right, because this would have to go here, this would have to go here. So then we've got, so I would go down a degree, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get to qualify this as the 3rd. I hope that you follow me there. I know I'm going fast here. So because I'm for some reason I'm chatty today. Okay, so this would be 1. This we're looking for this as the 2, right? Wouldn't you hope that was the 2? Now that's not what you'd want coming out of there, is it? If this is the 2, let's go all the way. I don't hate it, right? So we had a little more expansive here, and then I got very condensed here. Hang on. I think you guys are, I'm being muted on that. I hope so. Maybe that's the 2. Okay. That's not a great start, is it? Right? You wouldn't want if this is going to hold as the 2. Now maybe that's W. X. We got to come down again because that's a butt ugly. Can it get much uglier for a start? Right? It's definitely not an impulse. Diag, no. Your best case would be contracting, right, if we labeled that, right? Okay, maybe I can do this. Right, contracting, that's not where I want that. I want a leading. If this is the 2, I want to come out of here with a leading, not a contracting, not an ending diag. So W, I don't know yet. All right, so I would say, what's happening? So again, you know, what's happening right here? You think that's liquidity? Well, that's not bullish liquidity, right? What's being grabbed there? Right, those are sell stops. Right, so we would be looking for maybe a little retrace here. Maybe, right? And again, you gotta wait. We're right back to why. Why would you take that trade? Even if this holds as a 5, you could make a case here that we've just done a couple of, oh fuck, these wouldn't really matter, right? So we again, it's the same difference, right? Okay, is that a chalk or a break of structure? No, I don't know that it matters much, right? I've got higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high again. I take this out of here, right? So I've got a little uptrend going here, but it's certainly not very impulsive. There's very little displacement in it other than the reaction here. Do I even have any fair value gaps in here? None that haven't been filled, right? So here was the last one in here that you're going to say, okay, well there it was, right? What is it doing, right? It's either seeking liquidity or rebalancing something. Well, let's rebalance that. This actually looks like there's a 5 coming out of there. So if I go to a 1, right? 5s and 3s, right? You got to put them together. So if I've got a 5 coming out of here, well, it's not gorgeous, but it looks like I've got one. And what's the other condition, right? Why I would be looking for this as a 5, right? It's all self-contained in that channel. Okay, nice impulse. This one has to go up a degree now. All right, so we're going here. Let's change that. All right, maybe. Okay. Well, how am I getting out of here, right? Is this my 3? A, B, C. For my 5? Yeah, so many things to trade. Why, right? So break of structure, retrace. Break of structure, retrace. That's not good enough for me. Again, I'm not saying it's not one to keep your eyes on, but if gun to my head, I'm not ready to pull the trigger on that yet. I don't see any reason to. Let's go back to the daily. Hard not to like it a little bit lower if that comes back down. So this could be some sort of, you got to wait and see how this resolves. This could be part of the 4, and then we're going up. I'll wait on that one. Okay, hang on, guys. How am I doing on time? Holy shit, I am really, really behind schedule. Okay, so okay, this is good because I got back-to-back links. Okay, so I got, oh shit, can I do this? I can't do it. That's one of the problems with, shit. I can't take your chart peek. Well, I can open it here. I can look at it and I can replicate it. Come on. Where'd you go? Oh, let's just take the link. Hang on. Copy link. Copy link of link. I forgot I did my old. There's a boom mic on this. If I flip it up, that usually mutes it. So I just reflexively did it. Okay, well, oh, I wish you could see this because here's PK contradicting what I just said, right? And he's the master. In his start of the 5th, he's got an ending diag right now. All right, PK, right? If he'll allow it, then I would go for it, right? Typically, we want a leading, not an ending to start. Okay, so he's giving me, oh shit, what are you giving me? You're giving me a 1 hour. Okay, I like it when do I have any link up here? I don't think I do. So let's go to link. What'd you give me? On Binance? You're giving me link perpetual. On Binance, you're giving me, oh fuck, this is fine. All right, let's go to a 1 hour. So I'll show you where I'm just a little surprised. Okay, so, shit, where are we here, PK? Giving me a 1 hour. Oh, fuck. Where's the big... Oh, wait, I know how I can do it. I gotta copy it. Bear with me, guys. Let me go to a 4 here. See, where are we? Shit, that's the downside here. I can't bring his chart up over here on mine. I think if I do this, right, you guys don't get it. No, you won't, because it's on the window. You won't get it. All right, I can still work with it. So he's on this hourly. At 49. Oh, wait a second. No wonder that looks off. PK, what you gave me was, you gave me Bitcoin. So let me see if I go to your link. No wonder I'm going, Jesus, that doesn't look right. There's your link. Okay. Okay, so that means his leading diag is in Bitcoin. Uh-oh. Oh man, I'm gonna have to scold him for that one. Or no, he's gonna tell me why that's right. Okay, so I've got holy shit. Here, I'm gonna have to back up and just do this on my own here. So we're gonna go A, B, C. So I'm just trying to mock his up. So A, B, C, question mark. So W, X, Y, X, Z. Possible. Oh shit, I got the wrong one on there. Yeah. W, X, Y, X. All right, what are we doing here? He's buying X, Z. Okay, well let's see here. I apologize, guys. I'd much prefer to show you his work, particularly when we're talking Elliott, because he is a master. And so I'm going to try and replicate. We'll have this fixed by next week, I promise you. Okay. So, all right, this part isn't too hard. Doesn't matter. 3, 4. All the ingredients, right? We can do these pretty quickly, right? All the ingredients we're looking for. Kind of rough. Done it roughly here. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? I know this is your grandfather's TA, but there's a pretty nice 5 in there. With how do we identify the 4? Consolidation. So we can do this. It's worth doing, right? I know it's boring to watch, but worth doing. Okay, something. How do we identify the 4? Right, same way we identified this one. Right, consolidate. We're not progressing the trend. We're trending, now we're not. Are we trending here? Are we? Right, always looks easy after the fact, right? So no. What happens here? Displacement. Right, who's likely stepping in here? That's not Billy Bob Crypto. Okay, so is that the 4? This would probably go up a degree or 3. 4? Well, let's see. Is it technical? How does it relate? Right, where would we look for that 4? Between the 38 and the 23? Oh, look at that. Well, we actually want this. We want that to be an ABC 1, 2. So this, yeah, that's just straight liquidity. Let's put it over here. I don't like those. It's just part of crypto, right? Liquidity wicks. But look, it comes all the way back, and now we go back down, and we don't sweep it. Okay, so let's look in there, right? So Jesus, this is rare. He didn't label this for me. Oh man, he must have not had his cup of coffee. Well, what are we going to do with that? Well, let's see. That's a 4-hour. Let's go to a 1. That's what he gave me. Okay, so a couple things we can say with certainty, right? Either we complete here. We'd have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but that looks like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks more like an ABC to me, so that would have me leaning more into a diag. It looks like ABC. Could be wrong, right? Some puzzle pieces just first going up on the board. Okay, so if that's ABC, where is PK? Oh shit, he's already posting for me. Hang on. Here, if you want to use this image, I can't. Hang on, maybe I can break that over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so he's got the same finish that I have. So we're finishing here. Now he's going, okay, this is good. Now I can see what he's doing. Okay, so he's going, all right. Okay, this helps me, all right. This is what I was talking about. All right, now he's kind of a purist, right? So this is either new information for me, or right, and these guys teach me something all the time. If that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If that's what that is, I have an ending diagonal. Now, okay, it's still a 5. It's still a diag. Do I want an ending diag in my 1? No. I guess we're going to go with it, right? Because he doesn't have any red flag there saying, oh, invalid, because we can't have an ending diag there. So obviously we can. So I can get a leading, or I can get a diag here, which would be my 1, right? So there are a couple of things that would have you get a little more conviction into that diag. How about the 4 relative to the 1 through 3, right? We always want to look for that. Can I get that at the 50? Not quite, right? It's 38. I like them, right? When I really have conviction, I like them at the 50. But the 3 was kind of short, right? So maybe that's better for a leading. Okay, I've got a candidate, right? We'll just call it that. A candidate for a 1. 1, 2, whoops. Whoops. A little quick on the click. Okay, got to put them somewhere. Up they go. 1. Okay, if that's 1, all right, this isn't rocket science. Where am I going to look for my 2? Right now, you know, there's 786 and 764. There's more. If it breaks the golden zone here, and I still like the bull side of it here, we'll go to platinum. But as it sits right here, well, you know, okay, come on down. I got a nice high volume node here. I've got unmitigated zones of this. This last little swing down here has not been tapped into, has not been traded. Unmitigated order flow. Let's take that up a degree. Put it in blue. Okay. How about this? Again, there's a lot of places to look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we're just using the momentum. Right? I mean, 1 is higher than 3. Momentum declining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So oh shit, you did that differently. That doesn't matter, right? So here's our pivot. You can do this ABC. A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, maybe I do have it the same as he does. Okay, so on Chainlink, what are you waiting for? What are we waiting for? Retrace. Well, what else is there to say there? I don't think much, right? Right on the edge of here's the edge of value, right? Come back down to that. I'm very interested, right? Because we know we're if this let's the reasonable targets here. If this is the 1, right? And if here, we can even use the lower one. Well, no, let's use the start of it. That's the 4. Oops. Am I in log? Do I need to be in log? I don't think I. Could be. What's our low here? 4, you know, it's 3, 4 times the range, right? It kind of cleans it up in log. It's not to like. I mean, it's pretty clear where you're wrong, right? If we get into any of this action down here, we start drifting down, well, we're likely coming back here. Right, that's where the market was happy, right? Buyers, sellers, happy, happy, happy. All right, probably last stand here, this little consolidation. Well, maybe we come down and go. Well, that would disrupt this, right? So the implication of this count here is that we're not coming back to these lows, right? Because we can't sweep, we can't start and sweep the start of it. So if this is going to go, it's the low is in. There is no alternative. Well, per this count, right? There is no alternative to this being 1, 2. That cannot happen. So there's that, right? Or I mean, I'm just not saying the price can't do it. I'm just saying if it did that, it would change the labeling. Right? Same thing if it was market structure or smart money concepts, right? If we break the low, change the character, break structure, right? It's just because it's there now doesn't mean it will certainly be that. Okay, hang on. Let me get back here. How am I doing on time? Not terrible. Okay, I got a link from Got a link from James M. If I can get that. Let's see if he's given me something different. So it's frustrating. I can't. Bottom left. So there's his link. Let's see what his count is on this. He's given me bottom left. He's in a meeting. Well, James M. He runs a very successful business of his own. In addition to working with me, he's got the same thing. I'll be damned. Beautiful. I love when that happens. Right? He's got the exact same count right into the leading diag. So shows you what I know. Right, both of my master technicians, right, have this as a leading diag, right? I would have been, you know, I can identify it, but would rather see a leading than an ending. But there it is, right? So maybe that's a new accommodation. Okay, hang on a second. Now I got to keep moving here. So I, Bitcoin. I'll come to that last. PK, ASML. I have nothing decent to post. This is a new member, BaskQ Coins. All right. So he wants ASML. ASML. I have no idea what that is. ASML Holdings, New York Registry. Well, let's go to a daily. All right. Well, somebody likes this. Okay. Do we need to be in log? Yeah, we probably do. Jesus. What a beat. That's a monster. Do I need to say anything? I'd probably like to think not. Okay, we got one good there. It looks like the NQ, right? So obviously that's moving right with it. Well, 1, 2, right? We'd have to assume that. Oh, here. Let's put it in white here. All right, so we'd have to assume that that's a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Let's go to weekly, see how far that's come. What a monster that is. Okay, we're a little sloppy here. I'm curious. Looks a little better there. That would have been the 2 to the 4, so that would not have been good. All right, so we're a little sloppy down here, very abrupt, but it looks like it's got to do it as a diag, right? These are annoying, but there it is, right? You got to deal with it. We're going to call that a 5. I think we can all agree on that. And then coming out of this, looks like we get a 1. All right, so we got a 1. Come here. All right, just checking. How is it trading? This, again, things that don't happen randomly. Right, that close, and we're not going to overlap it? Okay, 1, 2, A, B, C. Well, Jesus, can that get any? Show me a prettier zigzag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know that shit doesn't work anymore, but must be old people trading this. All right. Well, I got to put them somewhere, so let's put them up here. Okay, let's go minuet here. That'll work. Well, is that going all the way up here? Is this going here? Done shit. That's a runaway, right? These runaways are tough to deal with. Well, this has to be 1. All right, let's. All right, okay. You guys wanted to come to the meat packing plant. Well, here's the sausage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That has to be 1, 2. Can't be, right? Can't be. Well, all right. So can we string these together? That's what you're asking yourself. Okay, so how do I make this work? All right, shit, you guys give me a tough one here. the 3 there, we have, let's see, maybe we get an extension there. We need it, right? Because it keeps going. So you've got to work backwards going, well, that looks like 1, 2, right? So whatever's happening here is not done. So if we're going to work backwards from it, we'd have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. No, there's no obligation that it go up there, but that's how I would label it, sitting there as we sit looking at it right now. Okay, so if this is going to be the 5th, damn it, hang on. Sorry, guys. Okay, so if that's going to be the 5th, now I don't know, but if that's going to be the 5th, we're going to get this. What am I completing here? I got to work backwards. So I would need, here, let's take these up. Jesus, this is a tough one. Okay, so these have got to be part of a larger degree. So 1, 2. Well, okay, let's use some tools, right? So this is, again, welcome to the meatpacking plant. Okay, where's the high probability for my 3rd? Right here. So it's not helping me here. This, okay, well, at least I qualify for the 3rd here. 3, 4. This has to hold as a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this, we've got to use that one, I think, right? As I sit here looking at it. Looks like we got to use that one. So we got to go 1, 2, right? It's a shallow 2. But it's, why do I say that? Okay, because the relationship between this pivot is more 2-like, right? So if this is we're going into it, there's the 2, right? So I didn't even know that was there, right? But ta-da, right? And welcome to the party. Okay, so if this is the start of it here, then maybe I can back off. So that maybe this is here 1, 2, 3, 4 A. No, fuck. Here A, B, C into that 2. Okay, so can we structure this thing here? I don't know where I'm going yet, but I'm just looking here, going, okay, how do I use this? Because this probable that's a 1, 2 given where it pivots, right? Rather than a 4. Okay, if this is 1 and I got an ABC into a 2, well, okay, can I complete the impulse here? Well, I got the right ingredients here. It gets a little skinny into the 4, 5. I am on a weekly, right? So I can probably see that a little bit better. Okay, so off of that, I've got to go 1, 2. Got to go 1, 2. All right, let's label that. I don't know where this is going. Jesus, this thing is a beast. So all of this likely has to go up here. Oh fuck! I don't know. This could just bore you guys to death. But welcome to the party. This is how it goes. All right, you can get real fucking tedious. 4, 5. Okay, so let's get you out of there. Does that fly? Well, if this is a go. All right, so again, use the tools. Where's the high probability location for a 3rd? Right here. All right, so you see how we can kind of use our tools to back into this. Okay, so that's a good probability for a 3rd right here. So good probability for a 4th right here. Well, now, right, am I going to have a monster extension here? Oh shit, maybe I do. All right, let's bring you down a degree and put you in green, and we'll get there. Okay, so I got a 3, 4. Motherfucker, right? That's a problem, right? It's too many. This is too big a bull. Well, so what you're asking yourself here is, okay, how am I extending it, right? Because obviously it keeps going. Oh shit, I gotta change this color. Let's go back to white. Where'd you go? Can we do it this way? Again, you're seeing it without any rehearsal. This is what I'm looking at it here. Okay, so I'm leaning into this because the wonderful thing that it was. Jesus, really showing my age. Wizard of Oz. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think we've got all of the degrees accounted for, do we? Jesus, this thing is such a monster bull, right? So this would have to be 3 up here. So So this would have to be, we got to go to, let's go to yellow here. Well, I'd love to run that by PK, but that's sausage house. I don't see an alternate. What am I trying white here? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still seeking the fifth. The weakest piece of this is the beginning of it, because the channel is not great. Let's see if I can do it here. Oh fuck, it's because log scale, son of a bitch. That is the biggest pain of log scale, right? You can't use a good channel. All right, but yeah, it's, is it great? No, it's not great. No, I'd do it this way. We'd have to do it this way. It's not the worst channel I've ever seen. Just double it. Well, whatever this is, ASM Holdings, it's a monster. Okay, so all right, all the way to the edge. Let's go to a daily, right? You're probably not gonna make a trading decision on the weekly. Maybe you would. I wouldn't. Okay, monster correction, right? That just looks like the S&P. 1, 2, 3. Looks like you can get that done. All right, let's label it. All right, so it's again, I'm just trying to do the same thing that you guys are going to be doing. Is that done there? That's a bit much. Well, of course, your first thought is here. Okay, am I done here? But it looks like I can get a 5 to finish, so it looks like I've got to push that over 1 here, and this has got to be the internal. Fuck me. Where's the 2? Right, there's not a great 2 in that. Well, if we come back 1, then we lose the 2. Well, maybe we can do it this way. We got to finish here, so this has to be part of it. God, I want that 3 there. Well, okay. Right, when you're a little bit lost, start measuring. I can't get the, I can't. Well, so I can pull this over and say, well, there's your high probability zone right here, right? But I can't get an impulse to finish there. There'd be too much overlap, right? So I don't have an impulse, right? Here's the I do get an impulse here, 4, 5. But fuck, man, I don't have a good 2, right? Do I have a 2 in there? You don't really have it. Well, let's see how, again, when in doubt, start measuring. All right, this can guide you. Could that be a 2? All right, let's take a look at it. If it's the 4, what do we do? It's a perfect 50. So it could be a could be a 4, could be a 2. I like it better as a 4. But that kind of leaves us. See, that doesn't fly, right? Because that would have to be one. This would have to be 1, 2, 3, right? Can't do that. That's a fucker, right? So I just go with what the market is implying, which would be here. Oh, I suppose we could do it this way. A, B, C. Right? We could do it that way. For my purists who aren't going to like where I was going with that, so we could do it that way. I know they review these, so we could do it this way. 3, 4, so we'd have to do an expanded B there into the, and then we'd have to finish that here, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put you in blue. All right, maybe we get that done there. It's not my favorite count of all time, but I think that's how PK would probably do. Oh shit, I could do an A, B, C. I could do it. Guess I could do a triangle there. I don't know if that helps me all that much more. I think it's, I don't think it matters, right? There's the third, we could do it. We could do the 3 there. And then I finish with a 5. Why do I like the 5? All right, nice self-contained. Okay, so if that's kind of a long ass way to get there, but again, welcome to the sausage party. Little skinny for a 2, but it's not like it doesn't happen. 38 POC, and per this range here, so what would you be thinking? After that, what are you thinking? Shit, hang on a second. One, two, one. All right, why would you, why think something else? All right, are we done? Are we topping here? Right, I mean, that would be the alternate, right? You'd say, oh shit, we're topping. Looks to me, okay, what is the algo doing, right? It's rebalancing or looking for liquidity. Well, where's the liquidity? Well, this was grabbed up here at the top. This is yet to be grabbed. So if it's going to go internal, external, and again, I'm getting into my course content here, but that's the correction, right? Here's the break of structure. You get, well, let's see, where would we do that? I'd do it right here. All right, there's the break of structure, retrace. Where's the lowest low that caused the break of structure? Right here, right? So that this is the low that causes that. So swing, retrace, well, because you'd have another one here just to finish it out. All right, break a structure up, right? So swing, retrace. Now I don't have yet a break of structure here, so I have this low has not done its job yet, which is to give me a new high. So if it can't get it here, what's it likely to do? Right, if this maybe 3, 4, right, we got a little consolidation zone here for the 5. Looks to me like what it's doing. What am I? I'm a daily. Let's go to a 4. That little pocket right here looks pretty good. Let's label it. Why not, right? There's no harm to get this up. Right. If it's going to keep going, right? If this is mislabeled, right? If it's here. It's, oh shit, something's happened. No, something, malware bites. Okay, right. Maybe 3, 4, right? You got another kick on that. What would this be? It's not there yet, but that would be the next break of structure. What happens after the break of structure? Retrace. Okay, I think we're good there. Jesus, I swear I feel like I can't see you guys. I don't know if I'm talking to 2 people or not. CJ, how am I doing on time? Oh, fuck. I'm right at 1:30. Let me try and get a couple more here since I've been so... it's been kind of fucked today. We don't have the usual setup. CFX. What do we got here? CFX. What do you want here? What are you giving me there, CJ Herting? CFX. I don't know what you want. CFX crypto? CFX to the tether? Maybe that's what you want. No, God, let's hope not. I don't know. You didn't give me. Oh, you said wrote with CFX, right? So I'm not sure which. Looks like there's more than one CFX, but let's go with the crypto. Since it's in just a nice. Geez, I wonder if there's a 5 in there. Geez, this is really too easy for a live stream. Come on. Oh, we in log scale? We are in log scale, but so we could do it this way. Boom, 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 boom. What happens at the low? That would be a liquidity sweep. Grab it. What is, if it wants to go higher, what does it have to do? Right? What is the algo doing? All right, it's either rebalancing something or it's seeking liquidity. Here it's doing both, right? It's rebalancing. This actually is right here. Shit, I can barely see it. There we go. Okay, so it's either seeking liquidity, right, or rebalancing something. It's doing both here. Geez, I wonder if that's technical. Wouldn't that be the next thing you would check? Wouldn't it? Oh God, look! Oh shit! Right into the right into the 50. Well, that never happens. Oh, let's come off of that. What do we get? What do we get coming off of that? That's a pretty shitty little 2. Oh, all right. Let's just take a look there. Oh, that looks like 4-ish material. Whether how you label it, your choice. Not a whole lot better up here. I mean, look at this slop. What a slop monster. Why do you want to trade this? That's a shit show. That's not what we want, right? What's the count there? There isn't one. Could you come up with one? Sure. Why? I wouldn't even waste my time. Well, okay, maybe you're making some sort of 3, 4. Oh God, I'm just gonna leave it there. Oops. I want this here. 4, right? Now you got a diag. Oh man, that's so ugly. I would wait for that until something breaks out of there. That's too much slop for me. And of course, right, never forget, always now go on the other side. So do you see what we've got here? Squeeze box. Caught between two 50s. And 1, 2, 1, 2. No, that can't be a 2. It's just a slop monster. I wouldn't even trade that one. CJ Herding, maybe you've got a position, but I mean, nice launch, right? Now this, hurry up and wait. Quinn, oh shit, that fuck makes me mad. I can't show you. I can't show you yours, so it kind of kills the idea here of my reviewing their stuff. But again, we'll have it next week. Okay, so Quinn 1, let me see if I can get his up. Damn it, I want to be able to get this, but I can't. I can't get it over to show you guys. If I can see it off of his. Okay, so he's using some order blocks, some consolidation, nice use of some things here. So, oh shit, let's go to copy. Save, okay. Let's see, and then I'll bring it up here and we can try and, how about Bitstamp? Okay, so he's given me, got 4 IDs in total. 4 Zeus. Okay, so he's got, oh shit, come here. Okay, so we're on our 4 hour, 1, 2, yeah. Okay, so let me show you what he's got. So that's a 4 hour, and he's got this. That's the August low. So coming off of the August low. Oh Jesus, that's Cardano. You get it's Quim. The chart you gave me here is so I'm going. That doesn't look right. He gave me a Cardano. Let's see if I type in XRP. Fuck. Let me see. Hang on a second. Let's see what you. Shit. Copy link. I think you gave me Cardano, so I can't get to yours. Let me see if I don't know what you get. Yeah, shit. So you're on Bybit. Okay, so maybe I can find it on Bybit. I can find, maybe your work will come up. Shit, it won't. Okay, so I don't have your work. Okay, so that we'll work around it. All right. Yeah, I apologize, guys. We'll get this. Ripple, as I've said before, I do have a big position in this. Not because of the beautiful technicals, because I've tried to wire money recently. That's why. Let's go to a weekly. On the stamper. Okay, weekly probably looks a little bit easier to identify. All right, this would be our. So this is weekly logarithmic. I don't know why the mute doesn't work, but it doesn't. Okay. Oh, Jesus, God, damn it, damn it, damn it. So much for the cortisol shot. Okay, let's go back to a daily. It's such a series of start, stop, start, stop. It's broken-hearted traders. All right, well, what are you going to do, right? There's not a lot to choose from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, some sort of a diag. Now that's the daily. Using this as the low. Well, here's what I see, right? I just see this. Right, okay, now what do we come back? We come back to the 50%. Why? Why is it stop there? Is it here? Is that it? Liquidity grab into a golden zone? Nah, that would never happen. Do we have a count here that we can have any conviction in? No. How about market structure? Higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low, higher high. Do you want to label? I don't know. When it's like this, it's not even worth it. Because you're just guessing, right? There is no clear Elliott count here, but I can go here. I can sure as hell do this: swing, retrace, swing, retrace, swing, retrace. Right now, do I need to go down here and grab some liquidity? That count, right? It's just that's a wag, right? Wild ass guess. Is this technical, right? Are they kicking it on the downside? Anyone trading XRP, I hope you've done that, right? So you go, oh, because what's the question? Why does it stop there? Oh, it's going to go. Oh, why does it stop there? Look at Bitcoin, same thing. Why does it stop there? I'll go. So really, all you can do is just say, where's Al? What did he do last, right? Well, he's broken all of this. All that's broken. So where is he? Is he here? Nope, he's not here. Here, not there, right? So right now, who's in control, right? The sell side algo is in control. Target, 30 cents. Now, I'm not saying it's going to do that, right? Because just because there's an algo here doesn't mean that it must go here. But, right back to the, what have we done? We're coming right back here to all the consolidation, all that breakout. Oh, they're SEC? No. Oh, they're going to approve? No. You're back to hurry up and wait. I don't. If you're in it for the next 3 to 5 years. If you're looking for an entry, is that a great entry? Oh, I can't say I would call that a great entry, right? We know we just ran into here. That looks like liquidation. Let's hurry up and wait. Okay, last one. Master J210 is giving me GRT. That's a USD. We love GRT. Oh, we can go to Coinbase. Another one. Just full transparency. I have a very large position in this. All right, so we want to be in log here. I got to clear my fucking throat again. Hang on. Okay, back. Okay, do we have a 5? Well, what do we have? I'm kind of curious, right? Wouldn't you be curious? Oh, sloppy, right? Too much bear pressure. Now, we're in log, right? So I can't even look at it here. So that's negative for bulls. All right, doesn't mean, oh shit, what do we get here? Let's go platinum. All right, it's 1, 2. All right, does it look like a 1? It's not the prettiest of ones. You're going to do 1, 2. Yeah, I mean, this is a bit like XRP to me. Right? I'm not in this for the great technical setup. I'm in it because fundamental story. Okay, well, let's just do the most rudimentary of, okay, so here's the low. Oh, can I do this here? Let's just do these real quick. All right. So we can structure map it, right, out at this degree. It's the low. Produces that break, all right? Retrace, right? Break a structure, retrace. Do we have it yet? No, we don't. So even though I've got that, that shouldn't be there actually. It's not ready yet, it's not ripe. Okay, so I've got swing low, high, retrace. Now I've got internal, right, the little breaks of structure internally, but until I break that and close beyond it, was this the one that fucked us? Yeah, that's the one, right? So this is the one that killed the bulls right there, what it ran into, right? Note, not the 618, golden zone. Okay, so we understand why the resistance is there. So you're in a box here now. Well, here, where's your box? Okay, so what? Oh, in a box, what could we do in a box? Well, all right, if we're not going to break this on the next swing higher, oh shit, that's log scale, right? So it distorts it. All right, we could say, well, I like it, but I like it when it's on sale. Where is it on sale? Oh, it just went on sale. Not much. Oh, that was a flash sale. The flash sale right there. Here, what's telling here? Really? You're telling me they couldn't get that liquidity? Really? Nope. Oh shit! I'm out of log scale, so I can't. All right. I would do this. I would just do that. Okay. Here's that's 2 standard deviations on either side, right? That's that regression channel. Very effective. Yeah. Right. Okay. We're out. Right. It's okay. But so along the edges, right? You make a case that that's liquidity. This is clearly liquidity. If they come now, if they do this. Right, if we get this, A, B, C, sweep, 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 or maybe they come back here. Would that change the market structure? That would be ideal, right? Would that change it? What would be on sale? We'd be buying on sale. Maybe stop under the POC, right? If you wanted to get a piece of that. It's so choppy, right? It's the Elliott count is almost, it's almost not where it looks like you can finish with a 5 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, then this, good luck. So this is the section of it that kind of fucks it, right? So you can't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can't do it, right? You can't get an impulse in there. So what are you stuck with? Well, I got structure mapping. I got market structure. I got higher high, higher low, double top, higher high, higher low. You know, all that stuff. I like it a little bit better down here. I would add, right? I think this is going to be a long-term winner, so I'm looking for places to add. I'm trading spot without a stop, right? Because I want to be in for 3 to 5 years. Okay, there you go. All right, shit, I got to stop. How am I doing? Oh, shit. 152, a little bit long. All right, guys, I got to wrap it there. I do so apologize for not having the technicals sorted out, but we will have that fixed by next week. I promise you that. It's just a random new monitor out of the blue. You would not believe. If I wish I could show you how many things I have to connect, right, to get this to work. I don't know if any of you have worked with OBS or with live stream software, but it's deceptively, oh, how hard can this be? It's harder than it looks. All right, guys, where are you? Over here. All right, I'm going to wrap it up. Fuck, if there's anybody listening. That's for Elliott Wave. Bars are, oh, you like bars? You know what? All of my training, Ike, was all with bars, and then I've been able to adjust to candles. No, it's not a radical difference, right? But if it helps you, shit, go with what works for you. Check your DM, Discord. Oh, shit. I think I already got to you on that one, PK. Sounds like my time in the recording studio, Mike Shell. Yeah, it's always, well, in the recording studio, I was a guitar player for 20 years. There's always a cable. Always a cable somewhere that, like, why is the snare not coming through? There's always a cable somewhere. All right, guys, I'll wrap it. I hope this going through the sausage process, I hope you get a little something out of that. I don't know. I hope you do. Okay, guys, this looks like it's way behind on my. I have no idea what happened today. Hopefully you guys got something out of this. All right, I'm going to wrap it, get out of here, and we'll get this technology.